Morning, kiddos. This is Mr. B, and it is Tuesday, the 20th of April, and this is week 6, trimester 3, and this is our study of the pentatonic origins. Now, we have recently gone over the heptatonic modes, or modes. There's 24 different permutations, 7 rooted in the white keys, and that's the origin, really, of Western music. And most of theory is based around those relationships, the half-step and whole-step relationships in those traditional major and minor scales. That was their origin. The origin of another set of patterns is this pentatonic approach to things. Penta being 5, so 5 steps, 6 notes if we return back to the tonic. What we have in this week's performance, we are going to be using the rudimentary pentatonic scale, which is what's built from just the use of the black keys. That's the idea. That's where it comes from. So we're going to use that as a reinforcement and a place to build from. This week, your tempo needs to be at 110. Your time is 4/4. Your measures, there are 8. You have a piano part, which has an ascending and a descending pattern. You're, again, just playing the black keys, ascending and then descending. Just a note for those who would like to be particularly persnickety, when you are descending, you refer to the black keys by their enharmonic equivalents. So when we go up, we refer to them in terms of sharps. When we go down, we refer to them in terms of flats based on the preceding note that was ahead of it, higher in pitch. So it's not something that I'm really forcing, but for those of you that are looking for, those of you that really do your work, that are really interested in the finer detail and plan to go on in music, it's an important detail to know. Also, another track you're playing beyond the piano this week is a synth patch called Endless Optimism, and you'll pick the buzzing synth within that. And then the flute part, you've got 4 different patterns, 3 patterns that you're playing 4 ways, and I'll show you how that comes about. So here is what this week's work will sound like when you are done. Okay, and so from that, I may have to come back to it to give myself an example to reference, but we're going to start with a clean slate. And we are going to go in, and it's going to start at Alchemy Synth, or Epic Clouds, like it always does. And we're going to go in here to Keyboards and Classic Grand. And the sound we get, we're starting here down at C2, and I should make just a little note there, because we're kind of treating that as a bass part. We're starting here at the C sharp. We're playing. And also for reinforcement, again, when I'm playing this note and I stop here and now I'm descending, that's why it even says it here, A flat. It's a G sharp if I go this way. It's an A flat when I go this way. That's the point. So we're going to keep our metronome on. We're at 110. We're at 4/4. We're good there. Metronome is going. We got 8 measures. That's everything that we need to make this happen. So here we go. And you're trying to do that right on the beat. And with that, you can turn your metronome off. And we can come back here and reset our carriage. And now we've got to go in and we've got to find this Endless Optimism synth and see if we can find that. Endless Beauty. I don't think it's there. I think it's in Soundscapes. Yep. And Endless Optimism. So Soundscapes, and Endless Optimism is where we're going. And again, for this one, we want to click the buzzing synth, and we also want to be where we are here, which is C4, which is great. Okay, and what we're playing is this, and that's what gives us that little chirpy kind of clicky sound, which is kind of neat. So from there, we're good. We're going to go ahead and play that now, recording it, and all we do is hold that one down. and that is C sharp. Sometimes this is what's referred to as a pad, P-A-D, a synth pad, but it definitely defines the tonal center as C sharp. You play it through and end. Okay, now the last thing you need is a flute. And we will find the flute, I believe, under main categories. We've got other, and then right here you'll find flute, so other, and then flute. Now in the flute case, we're going to need a little bit more room here. Nope. There we go. Here we go. Actually, we're going to be over here at, so the C5 is what you need. Right here, C5. I was going there by memory. So make sure that's locked in place so you can still play with pitch. What you're playing here there's 3 patterns. The 3 patterns are the 5 black keys together. And then just to show you that it works no matter what you do, you're shifting all of that up. And you're going back to the original. And then you're coming over here. So it's that's the pattern. And so without further ado, let's take a look, make sure we're square, we're good there, we're good. And we're going to go ahead and hit record. Little error there. And leave the mistakes. So in that case, it's art. I'm happy with that little mistake. No, it's not what was planned. And if you can pull it off perfectly, go right ahead. But if you make a little subtle error like that, leave it. I'm happy to hear it. Okay? That is the extent of the performance how-to for this week. Thank you very much.